Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Selena Gomez is finding out that it is easy to be in a good mood when your co-stars are two comedy legends. The 29-year-old actress couldn't stop smiling as she filmed scenes for season 2 of Only Murders in the Building with Steve Martin and Martin Short in New York City on Wednesday. Selena beamed as she was on set in front of the Supreme Court of the state of New York with Martin, 76, and Short, 71. The rare hitmaker looked casual cool as she donned a black velvet overcoat over a pink hoodie, skinny black jeans and black leather Doc Martens boots. Her brunette tresses were worn in a ponytail as she showcased her natural looks with complimentary makeup on her face. It seemed to be quite the hilarious scene as Short was seen jumping down the stairs with a big smile on his face. No doubt there were quite a bit of drama as he seemed to be running away from a crowd of people, including police and photographers. Season 2 is highly anticipated, especially as the star-studded cast expands. Actress and model Cara Delevingne, 29, was recently announced to be joining the second season, which will dive into a whole new mystery. She will play Alice, a figure in the New York City's art world, who becomes involved with the main characters of the programme. Recently, John Hoffman, the series co-creator, teased what our cognacs can expect in season 2 of the comedy in an interview with EW. True crime buffs finally got their questions answered about who killed Tim Kono and why in the finale season 1, but the end set up the mystery for the next season. Let's see the second season. I'm really happy with the direction it's going, Hoffman, who co-created the show with star Steve Martin, told EW, adding, and it's not shy about going in a bigger direction because with all of them on the hot seat, having stepped in it such a way, it really goes back and forth between being talked about in New York and being celebrated or talked about the wrong way. And that has been really fun to write, especially for these three people. Those three people, true crime podcast fans turned true crime podcasters, Charles, Oliver and Mabel, were vindicated in the finale, uncovering the truth behind not one but two deaths in Arsonia. We all worked so hard and we're so grateful for the involvement of the actual building on 86 and Broadway, the Belnord, which is so beautiful and is a real character in the piece, Hoffman said. And so for our second season, it's got to remain squared and centred around that, but we've already been talking about a potential hopeful future for the show that continues beyond that, he continued. And that gets very exciting when you think of all the ways in which this thing can move and grow and not always be potentially within those walls. Murders do have a tendency to happen in the Arsonia by the end of season 1. There were 3 in counting. Tim Kono's homicide turned out to have nothing at all to do with the Demas family and their grave-robbing jewellery ring, and was ultimately a crime of passion at the hand of twisted bassoonist Jan, Amy Ryan. Charles Hayden Savage nearly fell to a similar fate as Tim, if not for the sleuthing of his fellow investigators and the detoxifying properties of gut milk. The trio's success in solving Tim's murder and catching the murderer, Jan, was short-lived, however. By the end of the episode, building bully Bunny ended up in a lifeless heap on Mabel's living room floor. Mabel, Selena Gomez, claimed Bunny snuck up on her and she stabbed her with the knitting needle she keeps in her pocket for safety. The weapon was called back to earlier in this season when tie-dye sweatshirt guy, who turned out to be Mabel's good friend, fresh from jail after serving time for a crime he didn't commit, first crept up on her in an alley. She'd quipped at the time that she'd always wanted to stab someone with her knitting needle. The murder of Bunny, to paraphrase Brazos, will take season 2 in a whole new direction as it led to the arrest of Charles, Oliver and Mabel. We have lots of questions as to why was Bunny in Mabel's apartment at the end of season 1 and was anyone else in there with her? That's the one question you could tee up, Hoffman teased of season 2. Need text. Thanks for listening. Please like, comment and subscribe.